Hi, Mark. It is 8:47 a.m. Eastern, 12:47 p.m. GMT. US session well underway. Let's have a look at the performance of the US dollar. And there you see the green candlestick, US dollar fighting back after yesterday was a gap higher to start the new week, but sellers brought it right back down again. Today, buyers stepped in and looking to recoup yesterday's losses. I got support at 97.87, resistance 98.10. We'll see whether this bounce back does continue, where the US dollar demand for US dollar continues. Even the EMA is about to cross to the upside, but a long way to go in the US session. We'll see how this does play out if sellers do step in and we see a continuation of US dollar weakness and sellers bring it, look to continue yesterday's sell-off, a bounce down of this area, of the support area just above 98. We'll see sellers looking back down at the 97.87 support level, and it's been a tough level for sellers to break below, and buyers have guarded this area just under the 98 level for now. Let's have a look at the majors, starting on the Euro US. And there you see US dollar strength today against the euro. Also, EMA is about to cross over, red candlestick, selling euro, buying US dollar. I've got resistance at 117.85. I've got support at 117.54. Narrow range for now, just over 30 pips. We'll see whether this can continue. US dollar strength, continue demand for US dollar, and sellers break below the support level and push lower, or if we're going to get a continuation of what we have seen since the beginning of April, that US dollar weakness, and euro bounces up off this level, up at and looks up at the resistance and to continue the uptrend. Let's have a look at the pound against the US. And there also you see strong pound, weak US. That's been the theme for April, weak US dollar. Today, small red candlestick, was a solid red candlestick earlier. I've got resistance at 135.24. I've got support at 134.83. We'll see whether US buyers can continue with this red candle, push lower, test, break below the support level, or if we're going to see dollar weakness and the pound, buyers of pound, sellers of US, like we saw yesterday, and buyers look to test the resistance at 135.32. 35.99, 136 is my daily resistance for now. Let's have a look at the US dollar against the yen. And there you see the US dollar fight back against the yen. I've got support at 158.75. I've got resistance at 159.26. Buyers of US, sellers of yen, looking to test this resistance, test higher even at the 159.54, and see if they can get back to this resistance area. On the other hand, US dollar weakness, selling US, buying yen, sellers will look to test the support at 158.75. Let's have a look at the US Canadian. US struggling to fight back against the Canadian. A really strong downtrend we've had the whole month. Strong Canadian, certainly being aided by the oil, the concern over oil supply certainly is bullish for the Canadian, and I think that's why we've seen the Canadian strengthen to the extent that it has. And US dollar struggling to fight back. I've got support at 136.39. I've got resistance at 136.63, but still the bounce has been very mild, as you can see, not holding much weight even now as the US session gets underway. We'll see if sellers of US, buyers of Canadian add to this downtrend, test the support at 136.30 and look lower even at the 136 level. If US dollar buyers are able to fight back, put in some kind of a fight back here, buyers will be looking up at the 136.63 resistance for now. So US dollar is fighting back, struggling against the Canadian, but across the board we are seeing a fight back from the US today. Uh, we'll see if that can continue. Resistance and support levels being tested right now. I will see you at the end of day. Good trading.